After 25 years together, this band lost one of its core members. Hi, I'm Rebecca Brayton and welcome to WatchMojo.com. And today we're speaking with John Petrucci of Dream Theater about their first album without founding member Mike Portnoy, A Dramatic Turn of Events. Now let's talk about A Dramatic Turn of Events. What were you guys going for on that album?
Before we went in to record the album, we had many discussions as to the kind of album we wanted to make, and also the importance of the album, because we realized with the situation that just happened that a lot of eyes would be on us, probably more than usual. We wanted to make sure that every decision that we made was what we had deemed undeniable. So when people see this person as the drummer, it's like, oh, okay, that's great, I get it. And we wanted to take that same approach with the music. So we wanted to make sure that the album had a lot of depth, a lot of quality, that the songs were written to their fullest potential, that the vocals were presented in the best way that we can as far as the melodies and the range and the sound. We kept that sort of mindset the whole time as we were writing. It's like, well, is this good enough? No, that's not good enough. Let's go back and refine it. Is this section tight enough or crazy enough? And if it wasn't, then we'd go back in and make it. And we did that every step of the way.
What would you say influenced the album?
I mean, musically, it's hard to say, because when we get together, there's so many ideas, and we're in a room and we're just playing together. It's not like we're listening to a particular album together and we're getting influenced that way. It's just kind of each other. I mean, lyrically, for me, I was looking at major things that were happening in the world, that were changing the world, which is where the title of the album stems from.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, Mike wasn't involved in the writing process. Why was that a choice that you guys made?
Really, besides the auditions, we didn't really have any experience with him. This time going in, I felt it was important not to have to incorporate another person. I just didn't want to take those kind of chances right at the beginning. I think as the tour goes on and as we kind of jam during sound checks and do different things, we'll gain more experience, and next album it'll be more comfortable, we'll know each other better, and we'll be able to mesh.
How do you think this album fits into your back catalog?
To me, I'm very proud of the way that this album sounds, the way that the sonic landscape ended up coming out. A lot of that has to do with Andy Wallace. I'm a big fan of the way he mixes records, and he just spent so much detail in mixing to every single instrument, and the result is incredible. We kind of returned a little bit back to some of the more progressive roots. The album kind of leans a little bit that way more. It is a bit more balanced than some of the other albums as far as the elements that make up our sound. Maybe other albums were leaning more metally. This one kind of has more of a balance. It's probably more progressive. I think vocally it's probably one of James's strongest albums. I think he really is an MVP on this album. With every song, there's something that you can really latch onto. There's nothing that kind of irks you or was sung strange, or there's some of the other albums, there's some things here and there that I'm like, oh, well, maybe I would have changed that, or maybe I would have changed that. But this one, I'm just totally happy.
Thank you very much.
No problem.